Preserving winning psychology. This is what I want to talk about here really quick. Preserving winning psychology. So I've been tinkering with different ways of thinking about trading lately. And I've been getting back into day trading lately and I enjoy it very much. And the idea that I've been tinkering with from the perspective of a content creator is that number one thing, nothing trumps true, genuine desire for trading, a true, genuine enjoyment of what trading is all about, what day trading is all about, or whatever style of trading that you do. So if you don't like the game, you're not going to want to do it. Now, that being said, that's a bit of a paradox too, because there's plenty of high-level professionals that absolutely despise their craft. And that's what allows them to propel themselves to get to those high levels, or their craft is a cope for some other deficiency that they have in their life. And that's one of the reasons why they became so good at their craft. So it's not as black and white as some of you guys think. Now, I just want to explain to you a bit of psychology stuff here regarding trading. I've heard all kinds of stuff about trading where people talk about how psychology is not important. Psychology and the way you view trading, the way you perceive trading, the way you perceive the risks you're taking, the way you perceive when you're up money, the way you perceive when you're down money, all of that stuff is crucial because it allows you to either keep winning or it allows you to keep not winning. So I'm going to share with you something that's been working for me lately. And really all it is just minding my own business, not sharing my trades with anybody, and just enjoying every moment of it. And just having a purpose behind my trading. You know what the purpose is? Running up the bag. Starting from a small amount, a small account, and my only purpose is to do what I know how to do, operate within my parameters of trading that I've spent a long time working on, and just run up the bag. That's my only goal. My only goal is to run up the bag. When I show up in the day, in the morning, I look at the markets, open up my charts and everything. A lot of the work's already done for me because I spent a good amount of time working on my code. The year that I took off day trading, you know what I spent it doing mostly? Working on coding, learning how to code efficiently. And now when I get back into trading, I know exactly what I want to see so I can code it. It's like a superpower. I would recommend it. And that's, again, going back to my video talking about advice, 95% of what I'm saying here probably will not even apply to you. I'm just giving you my own perspective, what's worked for me. I like showing up to the markets. I like talking with a couple different traders that I talk with, helping them with their indicators because it gives me food for thought with my stuff. There's one particular indicator I built for a friend that I use in my own trading now because it's like a glove, a magic fitting glove with another indicator that I use, that I've been using for a couple of years, which goes all the way back to when I studied with one of my first mentors who showed me some market profile concepts. What I'm talking about here is winning psychology. And what winning psychology entails for me is this. Number one, I don't share my trades publicly, and I don't plan to. I do not think there's any purpose in sharing my trades publicly. I'll tell you why. Because first of all, you don't understand why I'm taking them. You don't understand the black box behind why my system looks for those particular things. And I could explain it to you. If someone wanted to know, I could explain it to you, no problem. I'd be happy to. Thing is, even if I did explain it to you, you still have your own knowledge about the markets and you're just going to use what I'm telling you as like a sort of a stepping stone or as like a guideline or as just another little piece of knowledge or variable, but you're still viewing things from your own perspective. So there's something about sharing trades as a content creator, because I'm a content creator, that is just counterintuitive. I find it's not beneficial for my trading. I've always battled with this thing in my trading, which is I have the YouTube channel, which is one thing, and I have my trading, which is a different thing, a different business, which requires a different frame of mind. And over my years of building this YouTube channel, I've always struggled with that. I've always found it hard to make content, but also tie in the trading stuff. And what I've realized is that it's literally two different things. And sharing content that relates to my trading, for example, sharing a trade example, actually has nothing to do with the content I make. Because I know for an absolute fact that the majority of you guys probably watching this, you know me from making videos about interactive broker software because that's what YouTube pushes my videos about. That's how YouTube works. It puts you in a box and you operate in that box and you make all the money in that box. So what I've realized is that I need to just do my own thing. My trading has nothing to do with my YouTube channel. It's a separate business. And I'm gonna keep it that way because from a psychological standpoint, it's very beneficial for me to do it that way. And here's another reason why. I personally believe that when you're on a streak, when you're in a situation where you're taking trades and you're doing your thing and you're running up a bag, there's no reason to analyze why you're on a winning streak. Simply no reason. And in fact, the minute you start analyzing why, that's the minute you get off the winning streak and you start losing again. Maybe it's different for you. I'm just speaking from my own perspective. I've achieved a certain state, a mindset, where I approach the market and I'm just in this state where all I'm looking for is trades that are gonna probably win. All I'm setting myself up for is the trades that I know are my best trades. All the other trades get ignored. All other potential opportunities, yeah, I'm considering them, I'm scouting them out, but they get ruled out. They get completely ruled out in exchange for the trades that have a higher chance of working. Because deep down, I'm trading from the mindset, my body and mind both know this, that I only have one purpose. I need to run up a bag. That's the only purpose. We need to make money. We need to run up the bag. How much money doesn't matter. That doesn't matter right now. What I want to do is run up a bag. Can I run up a bag? Can I run up $1,000 account to 2,000 and then from 2,000 to 4,000, etc. Another component of this, there's a saying that goes around with poker players that you want to trade at the big boy table just like you trade at the small stakes table. Most of us, we're comfortable in what we're doing. We understand our methodology. We understand the game we're playing. We can play with a pretty high level of proficiency when there's relatively a small amount on the line. You're not risking your whole life. You can play the game more loose. And if your goal is to win, you're gonna have more options to win. You might be able to take more shots before you hit the one that wins. And overall, your heart is not pumping out of your chest, causing you to make reckless decisions. So I think that building up your risk tolerance over time is important. And this is a hard one because all of us, I think, have reached moments where we try to size up. We try to size up too quickly. Let's say you're comfortable trading 1 or 2 contracts. All of a sudden you're trading 3, 4, 5 contracts, and then in one trade you wiped out 5 winning trades. That's a mistake. It's a mistake. I personally think you just need to keep whatever you're doing. When you're on that vibe of you're showing up and you're running up the bag and you're doing it day after day and trade after trade, just stay on that and just absorb that mindset, absorb everything about that feeling and about those thought patterns that you're experiencing. Absorb it all and try to embody what that really is. What does that truly feel like to be in the mindset of, yep, today we're showing up. You know what our goal is? Run up the bag. How many contracts are we trading? The same as the prior day. What's our goal? Run up the bag. So I personally think it's pretty much pointless to check account statements and to look at P&L. Now you can look at P&L intraday if you really don't know how much you're up or down. Like if you're, depending on the time of day, depending on how many trades you've taken, you might have to make certain decisions about bankroll management and be like, all right, we got to scalp this one. And then on the next one, if we got something, we can let it ride. A bit of bankroll management, of course, is very essential in trading. There's no point in looking at your P&L statements and your broker statements, especially if you're on a winning streak. I mean, because I'll tell you why, because you're seeing higher numbers every day. And then every day you see that, when you go into the market the next day, you're not approaching it from the same mental psychological standpoint, which is where you were at when you first started, which was that more relaxed state and you're focused on taking good trades. And you're just running up the bag and you don't have much to lose. You're not trading from the mindset of you have nothing to lose basically. And that allows you to trade better. When you see higher numbers in your account, now you have something to lose because you're referencing where you started until where you are now. So you're not trading the same way. And I've talked to a few traders. One of my friends back home, he tells me that when he's on a streak and when he's crushing it, he withdraws on a frequent basis to bring the account back to where it was. If he's green like 4 out of 5 days in the week or 3 out of 5 days, he's going to withdraw on the Friday, every Friday. And I understand why that would work because your account balance is kind of starting back to where it was every week instead of seeing higher and higher numbers, because you'll get to a point where your mind has changed and now you have something to lose. So you're not trading from the same way you originally were. Let me know what you guys think of that. And you know why this is so subjective and it's probably not going to help anybody? Because I view this the same way as, you know, when you're trying to master a trick on like a bike or a skateboard or roller skates or even a new sort of musical lick that you're trying to practice. It's like that moment where you reach a turning point in your psychology or you figure it out mechanically, how to get the movement right. And for you, the realization might be one thing, but for someone else, the realization might be something else completely. So all I'm sharing with you is the realization that I've made of something that I find has been working for me lately to keep me in this mindset where all my focus when I show up in trade is just on finding good trades and avoiding bad trades. I'm focused on only taking good trades, only trades that are within my methodology. Part of that is because most of my methodology is already in code, ready and developed for me. All I need to do is press the button and execute the trades and then manage the trades like I'm used to doing because I spent so many months, you know, in 2021 and 2022 and in the beginning of 2023, all those, I was just working on my execution, trading futures. And I guess I just reached a point where I made a realization that the type of psychology that works for me when it comes to winning is not paying attention to how many trades I'm winning in a row, not really caring how much money I'm up or down on the day, just like, yeah, okay, I made 6 ticks, big deal, that's good. I'm fulfilling my goal, which is to run up the bag. But we're doing what we have to do. What do we have to do? We have to run up the bag. Are we doing what we have to do? Yes or no? If yes, good. Continue doing that. And when you step out of it, when you start sharing, hey guys, look at me at this trade I took today. Look at this trade. It gets you out of that mindset that got you to the point where you're taking the winning trades. It throws me off out of that mindset because when you're sharing a piece of content about your trade, what are you doing? You're reviewing the trade. You're going over the trade over again. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. And I'll tell you why you don't need to do that. I was looking at the market before filming the first take of this video. I already know what happened when I was trading. I'm looking at the market. I remember exactly what happened, almost tick for tick. I don't need to go back and watch my video. I only took 2 trades. I know exactly what happened. I've already reviewed it in my mind. When I stepped out and went to go fix my flat tire, sure, I was thinking about the trade a little bit. I was thinking about the trades. As I was experiencing those trades in the moment, I was embodying what it was to experience those trades. Just like when you get on a catamaran and go to an island for the first time you've ever been to that island, you're going to remember going there. You're not going to forget. Because every trade is a little bit different, a little bit unique from the next. So I embodied what those trades consisted of. So I do not need to go review them again. And I certainly do not need to make a video showing you guys, look at me, I made this much, or I lost this much, or this is how many trades I've won in a row. You know when people do that, when they share their winning streaks? When they're done. When they're no longer on the winning streak. Because you know what it is at that point? Credibility. Hey guys, I'm trying to sell a system. Here's my proof. I'll show you my broker statements of when I was on a crushing streak. You're going to get customers because everyone wants to be on a crushing streak. The paradox behind it is that as soon as you analyze why the hell you're on a winning streak's over, buddy. Anyways, that's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think of this. Cheers. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.